Yo, what's good everyone, and this is part 10 of documenting my journey of achieving my dream life. So, last 7 days ecom wise, we've outputted a lot of concepts that we've made last week, and like these concepts that we've already, some of them are already posted, some of them are still being edited, but these concepts are like really on point with the kind of vision that we have for our creatives. So really, if these don't work out, because we've had like some really low days, probably like 4 times lower than what we're kind of like our normal days, and the revenue just continues to get lower and lower. So really, if like these creatives don't work out, then we're gonna just cut the product. My partner already found some products that we could run after this, and I've also created kind of like a sheet that I will put like all of the products that I find, so that we can kind of decrease our downtime as much as possible. When some products don't work out, we just pull out the sheet and see what products we have there, to for us to like really not waste time doing product research every time something doesn't end up working out. But yeah, that's kind of what had happened in ecom last 7 days. Besides ecom, I've made this big realization that drive isn't constant, and that everyone will essentially have days where they are not as driven, and I've experienced that myself, but I just didn't know that drive is not permanent, and that it's not gonna be there always. And that's something that I didn't know like 2 months ago or even 4 months ago, and that's why many of my last videos here, I was talking about that I had few days that I was undriven, and that's not because I don't know what I want in life, but just simply that drive is an emotion, and emotions are not stable. They won't be there always. And drive and motivation are emotions. So that's why you can't really build real success just off of drive or motivation, no matter how strong they are. And you have to have something to rely on, and that's discipline. You have to have your discipline on point when drive and motivation isn't there. And that's kind of like the big realization that I've made, that kind of changed how I think overall about just drive and discipline and getting things done. Yeah, but that's kind of what happened, like besides ecom. So yeah, that's probably like a great lesson there, is that drive is not permanent, and that you can't rely on motivation like most people do, and then they quit after 14 days of trying whatever it is that they are trying. You have to have one drive, which I think is still super important, even though it's not there always. You're gonna have days where drive isn't there, but drive, I think, is still super important, because that's like deeper than motivation. It's something that you're genuinely emotionally connected to, like your why and the reason that you're doing all of this stuff. And I think that's super important. But you have to have something to truly rely on when you have a day where drive is not there and you're just unmotivated. And that's where discipline has to kick in, because as an entrepreneur, you can't really afford to lose a day. You have to really be consistent, and yeah, like that's what real discipline is gonna it's gonna help you to do. Because if you just rely on something that's not permanent, that is unstable, like emotions, like drive or motivation, you're not gonna be as consistent as you need to be to achieve what you want. So that's a great lesson there, and that's gonna be probably it for this week's video. And yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated next week.